Cardano, Bitcoin and the Bitcoin ecosystem, base network, right now, at this stage of the crypto cycle, right now, this play of allocation is something that I'm just kind of excited about. I'm at ease about, and I wanted to share this with you. I'm going to start with Cardano. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. I'm going to go over to base network. So please hit the subscribe, hit the like. Let's jump into it. Kind of a candid video, quiet in my garage. I thought this would be a good place just to record some thoughts. Really just talking with you all about just a pulse check on where I am in my crypto journey, the things that are interesting to me right now. So let's start with Cardano and we'll work our way across the board. Cardano. I almost sometimes feel like I'm the last one that's still bullish about Cardano, but I am so bullish on Cardano. Even when you just look at the ADA charts are on pace. I zoom out, I talk about why I think that all the time. I think it's very much exemplified and illustrated on the charts. It's not really something that is arguable. I think it really is on pace and it's doing what it's doing. And the one thing I will say in regards to ADA price, and then I want to talk about some other things. The one thing about ADA price is, and I've said this for so long now, a lot of times ADA price will kind of disappoint for a season because it kind of just lags. It kind of just looks like, oh man, what's going on with ADA? And I've said this for a very long time, but then all of a sudden ADA it explodes. It just does something crazy. At the moment where everybody's just like giving up on it, or they're just kind of like, it's done. And there's no telling that's going to happen again, right? But that's just how I've monitored Cardano over the years, really. And if you look back, this is essentially how it's moved. So I'm going to continue monitoring that and tracking the pace that ADA is on. But right now it looks completely normal. Now, with that being said, let me just start by saying this, and I want to talk about something. Fundamentally, when I look in the crypto space, and this isn't just because I'm a Cardano bull, when you look at what crypto is, right, or supposed to be, in terms of security, I think that security should be important, right? Decentralization, that's literally what Bitcoin was intended for, decentralized. And obviously scalability, eventually scalability. These three things. When I look across crypto, Cardano is, in my view, and this is a huge piece of my thesis for being a Cardano bull, Cardano is best positioned. It just is. And unfortunately, there are so many narratives and there is like a negative narrative campaign against Cardano right now. False information being spread about Cardano. Cardano is so well positioned when it comes to these things, and it's almost like you will only know it if you actually pay attention and see what it's doing. Now, the negative campaigns, I just want to say this, and this just actually happened today. It was head of ecosystem at Aptos Labs. I'm not calling him out or anything like that, but it's a data point. I commented on the post, but he's saying how much he loves blockchain ecosystem and every project, but then he's like, but let's leave ADA out. And it's just like this concept, or this, I should say, consistency that I see across crypto on X, and now it seems even on YouTube, is for big content creators, influencers, head of ecosystems at other protocols to just like completely discount Cardano and hate on Cardano. That's happening. Now, it is of no surprise, and I kind of do this every time. I looked up the head of ecosystem, because this was the head of ecosystem at Aptos. I looked up Aptos Labs. I was curious about their funding. $150 million Series A, 2022, led by no other than FTX Ventures. And I've said this before, and I posted about this not long ago. It seems like that campaign against Cardano to spread this crazy negativity, it's a huge campaign. That's why we see all of these negative posts. It's almost always coming from VC-led protocols. And that's just it. That's because I truly think this, and I hate the tribalism of crypto, because I really am rooting for everybody. I would say I'm rooting for Aptos Labs. I hate the tribalism of it, but if we're just being realistic, that negativity and all of that hate that is just thrown around nonstop with Cardano, it really is because it's the people's crypto. There's not this VC interest in Cardano. If there was, you would not be seeing this. It just wouldn't be happening. But there is such a large VC interest in all these other protocols and everything else being built within the crypto space. So much money, everybody. So much money in that part of the ecosystem. Cardano being this decentralized, people-driven, people-owned crypto that is secure and has this technology that is secure. It's not having these crazy security problems. It's not getting shut down. And we're in this phase of scalability. I realize that with just a little bit of, with a little bit of volume on Cardano, things get a little congested and stuff. I know that. I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's a reality, but that's the point. Scalability is kind of here. And I think those issues are going to be dealt with. So what happens now when you have a chain that has been building to be actually secure, actually decentralized, and now we'll have scalability? What happens? Dude, that's a power chain. And this is why I'm bullish on Cardano. So ADA price charts looking normal. Cardano Protocol fundamentally is bullish. The only thing, the challenge Cardano has right now is really fighting all the negativity that's out there. But I think understanding where that negativity is coming from, for me, that's important because I see exactly where it's coming from. It's like clockwork, and it makes so much sense. So all we can do is be humble as Cardano holders. I don't think we need to engage and be nasty with these people, and just continue building and just watching how this space continues to grow. I think humility is so important in the crypto space, and just pushing aside the toxicity, the tribalism, because it's such a waste of time, everybody. Life is so much more than crypto. I'm telling you right now, don't get sucked into the crypto space and the drama and the fighting. It's ridiculous. That's Cardano, everybody. I want to talk about Bitcoin, and I want to talk about Base Network. So let's start with Bitcoin. I don't know if you follow me on X. Obviously, I've been covering Bitcoin for the entirety of my YouTube channel. But if you follow me on X specifically, I've talked a lot about Bitcoin since like last summer. I started getting involved because like ordinals were launching, which are basically like NFTs on Bitcoin. BTC20 tokens were launching, which is basically tokens. Yeah, tokens launching on Bitcoin. That's happening. The interface of it and interacting in that ecosystem has been difficult, slow, challenging. I mean, if you thought Cardano was tough, and Cardano has a beautiful interface now. When you start just working with Vesper Wallet or, Dex Hunter, for instance, on Tap Tools, it's like so smooth. Bitcoin just a few steps back. Let's just say that. Either way, it's been exciting for me to see what's happening on Bitcoin. Not BTC, but what's happening on Bitcoin with these tokens launching, communities launching. Now, what's happening now, fast forward to now, from that moment, there's a new protocol. So we had BRC20, the tokens are coming online. And then now we have this upgrade, which is basically Rune's protocol, it's just an upgrade to BRC20. So think about tokens launching on Bitcoin, but way more easy, right? The interaction with Bitcoin's UTXO, it's just a way simpler process. And we're going to see now Bitcoin level up in terms of these tokens launching and ecosystems building on Bitcoin. And I'm talking about, if you could picture the Uniswap of Bitcoin, that's what's happening now. That is what's coming online. So you're going to be able to go to the Uniswap of Bitcoin and just start trading tokens as you like. What's exciting about Bitcoin, I want to say this because it's very important. What's exciting about Bitcoin, what's happening here is so much of it is just free airdrops. I mean, the culture of this Bitcoin ecosystem truly is like free airdrops. Projects launching, they're not doing these crazy massive raises by selling like tons of tokens or NFTs. They're doing airdrops and building their ecosystem that way organically. And then I think they're finding ways to maybe monetize or whatever. But it's a completely different vibe. So you could just hold an ordinal of some type, and all of a sudden you're getting airdrop tokens. And that's something that's happening. It's been very exciting to see. And I truly think as we continue through this bull market, this bull cycle, I truly think this is going to be a massive play. This is a massive opportunity play. And I'm just sharing that with you. And I'm obviously not really talking too much about specifics of tokens. There's so much to dive into in that regard, but I think there's a ton of opportunity there if you're interested in kind of looking into that. So that's Bitcoin and what's happening with the ecosystem. Then we hop over to Base Network. This is a non-decentralized play, but one that I'm incredibly interested in right now. Base Network is Coinbase. Base Network is Coinbase. And I'm gonna probably start covering this a lot more because this is a very big interest of mine as we continue through this cycle. Again, it's not decentralized, it is centralized, but this is Coinbase, over 100 million users. What happens there? What happens there? We watch tokens launching across every ecosystem. We're talking about Ethereum, we're talking about Bitcoin, Cardano, wherever, Solana coins. What happens when Coinbase, over 100 million users, the number one onboarding for crypto people, retail, what happens when they have their own network, which they have now, and tokens are launching, which they are launching now, they've been launching. I've been in Base Network for a while now. I think really since the very early days when they launched, I think it was the end of last summer. What happens? The ecosystem, Base Network, is going to absolutely explode. And I think it's still on the ground floor. You can use the Coinbase wallet right now and you can interact with tokens, you can swap, and it's connected to your Coinbase account. That is a massive opportunity play as well. And so I know they're working on their smart contract wallet to make it even better. And the interface is just going to probably become even smoother and smoother and simpler. We're talking about no confusing onboarding to, let me get on Coinbase, let me buy some Ethereum, let me send the Ethereum to MetaMask, and then I want to bridge it over here to here. Or let me buy some ADA and let me send ADA to Cardano chain and start figuring out how to use Cardano. You don't have to figure out how to use anything. You're just kind of in your Coinbase app and you're doing what you want to do, buying tokens, doing whatever. That is the most simplest, and this is just the way it is. This is why I see so much opportunity there. This is the simplest onboarding for new crypto people that don't want to have to figure out how to do anything else in crypto, other than let me download Coinbase and let me just get involved with buying different tokens and meme tokens that are launching. And the one thing I did not anticipate well was this bull cycle is truly a meme bull cycle. I mean, we've seen what's happened with Solana. I think Solana, the hype of it has been insane to almost a ridiculous level. I would say a ridiculous level. But Bitcoin is going to have memes. And there is so much hype about that. Base Network meme culture, so much hype about it. It is what it is. That's what's happening. But Base Network, a ton of opportunity in terms of what's being built in that ecosystem and the onboarding of it, the ease of it with Coinbase, over 100 million users. It's truly the question, what do you think is going to happen? It's at the ground level right now. It's just getting started. Wanted to share that with you as well. So this is kind of where I am. This is like a little pulse check on where I am in my crypto journey right now. These are the three biggest interests of mine, I would say, at this stage. And that's just kind of the organic process of my crypto journey over the years and what I think. Who knows what's going to happen next, but these are just my opinions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe, turn the notifications on as I continue to cover crypto content, crypto news, price charts, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.